Okay, so on page 142 in future, we are looking at writing a formal email. Now, the book says writing a formal email to an elected official, but again, I want to broaden that. Broaden means make it bigger. And so you do not have to think about an elected official. In this assignment, you can write an email to an elected official if you want. You can also think about writing an email to anyone in your community, in your workplace when you are working, a school teacher for one of your children. And so we're going to look at what is included in a good formal email. I'm sorry, usually when we're in the classroom, I ask for volunteer readers, but today I'm just going to read through this. So I'm on page 142, and I'm going to read FYI, that means for your information, and the writing tip. Okay, so about formal emails. In the US, sending formal emails or letters to elected officials is an important way to participate in the democratic process. Formal emails should be set up like business letters. See the example of a cover letter on page 206. Include the full name, title, business, and email address of the person you are writing to. Provide a short, clear subject line. Use a formal greeting and include the person's title or Ms., Miss, or Mr. Then write a message that is clear and concise. Concise means that it is short, it's direct, and it's to the point. So American readers, they want to know what you're talking about and what you're going to say. We don't need a lot of extra words. End your email in a polite, diplomatic way. For example, thank you for taking the time to read my email, or I look forward to hearing from you. Then use a formal closing such as sincerely or sincerely yours, followed by your full name. And I'll say your full name with capital letters. Don't forget to write with capital letters. Okay. Now, the writing tip. We're going to be using something that's called a T-chart. And so because you're writing about a problem, you also need to suggest some solutions. Okay. So using a problem solution structure. Stating a problem and suggesting a solution is an easy way to structure an essay, business letter, or formal email. First, explain what the problem is and why it is a problem. Then give one or more suggestions about how to solve the problem. Be sure to explain why your solutions will work. Okay? So when we write an email, you are going to have a problem. You're going to explain the reason that this is a problem. You're going to write suggestions for that problem and why your solutions will work. That's going to be results. Okay. I'll ask for questions in a moment, but please look at page 143 at the top. Okay. So on page 143, we call this a T-chart. Okay, and you can see it looks like the letter T. Okay, and so on one side you have the problem, and then you have solutions. So we are going to read an email that is on page 209, and this email is going to be our example that we are going to follow. Okay, so as we read this email, you'll see that the problem they're addressing is funding for adult literacy has decreased. There's a lack of productivity and satisfaction among workers, and workers need to get and keep jobs that pay well. And then you'll see those solutions. Okay. Sorry, everyone. I'm going to pause my